Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Night of Death. A bizarre series of events has left 4 people dead in the rural community, a teenager hospitalized, and some residents numb with sorrow. As he attempted to elude a man who shot him, 46-year-old Hopton Stewart lost control of the vehicle he was driving and drove into a crowd of people who had gathered after a traditional grave digging. At least 5 people were hit, 3 died. The 13-year-old daughter of one of the crash victims is among those injured. In addition to Stewart, who later died at hospital, the deaths include Denise Richards, mother of hospitalized teen, Rosenchair Grant, a resident from a nearby community who was vending during the grave digging, and another man who has not yet been identified by name. It all began around 7:30 p.m. on Sunday. Stewart, a farmer who is also known as Bogo or Blacks, went to pick up his girlfriend on the Jerusalem Main Road in Grange Hill. As he prepared to get out of the vehicle, a man shot him. Stewart then sped away but lost control of his grey Toyota Voxy motor car, mowing down a group of people. On Monday, the families of the dead tried to make sense of it all. Among them was Stewart's sister Maureen. She said she had a dream Saturday night that her brother got shot to death, 3 bullets pumped into his body. She warned him not to leave home. He promised that he would not, but did not keep his word. Less than 24 hours after his sister's warning, he was dead. His death is just the latest in their family. At 3 year me a moan, my father died the year before last. Him did have poor circulation and him cut off him foot. Last year they murdered my sister June in a cold blood and burn her. And now they shot my brother in her head, Maureen Stewart said, as she wept and clutched her stomach. The dead brother's mother, 77-year-old Norma Stewart, lamented the trail of death that has been sweeping across not just her immediate family, but all of Jamaica. So many people are dying without a cause because of the crime in this country. We're losing our loved ones. Me cannot make it, she whispered as she broke down in tears. At the mere sound of the word condolence, Crystal Shearer was reduced to tears. Her sister, Rosalind Shearer Grant, had attended the grave digging hoping to earn some extra money for selling her wares. Honestly, me know say she did, but me still in a disbelief. Me I tried to stay strong, but it now work, said Shearer, who told reporters that she was at home when her cousin came with the news of her sister's death. Barefooted, she ran to the scene of the crash, but by then her sister had been taken to hospital. Those who saw what happened told her Rosalind's leg had been completely severed. In panic, Shearer called her sister's cell phone. There was no answer. For Dwayne Williams, it was a phone call that turned his life upside down. That was how he learned of his common-law wife Denise's death. I was watching TV and cooking 2 pegs of breadfruit, yam and pumpkin, and tried to steam fish. Me turned off the stove upon getting the sad news, and I'll know it upon the stove, he said, adding that the incident has left him traumatized. As he mourns the death of his partner of 13 years, he is also worried about his 13-year-old daughter Camille, who is now hospitalized in serious condition. He has turned to alcohol to numb the pain, but it's not enough. On Monday, his tears flow freely. According to Yukal McLaren, who said he saw the car crash, his first instinct was to hit the driver of the car, then he realized the man had been shot. When he rolled over, him go down in the gully and struck the vehicle. Me was going to lick him, cause me I saying shouldn't do that. Then me realize a gunshot him get. Me want know why them shot him, the farmer said in disbelief. He, along with the rest of the farming community, is now in mourning. Mystery surrounds death of Rastafarian elder in Bubba Hill. Concerns was etched on faces of the small number of people seen Monday in Bull Bay, St. Andrew, from Woods Road to Bubba Hill, following the mysterious death of 71-year-old Sharon Kelly Steer, a Rastafarian elder, who was found at her home last Friday. The few who spoke with reporters expressed sadness upon learning about Kelly Steer, a former principal of Ferncourt High School in St. Anne. They encouraged the newspaper to visit Bubba Hill for more information. There was a hint, however, that the committee may be experiencing violence, which has caused fear among them. On Monday, the Constable's Cooperative Communications Unit told reporters that Kelly Shear, a resident of Bubba Campground, 9 miles, was found dead at her home on Friday, July 8, around 3:05 p.m. According to the CCU, residents stumbled upon her body lying supine in one of the rooms of her house and alerted the police. The scene was processed and her body removed to the morgue. The police said they were not sure if foul play was involved and were waiting the results of an autopsy to make a determination. But even as the police investigated the woman's death, there was unease among some residents. According to one woman, who claimed she had a discussion with the Rastafarian sister of Kelly, some people were considering fleeing the area because of a possible flare-up. I was talking to one of her blood sisters, and she doesn't think she is going to stay up there. She said she is just waiting to hear the result of the autopsy before she cut out and left the place. She's afraid because she doesn't know what will happen next, said the woman. We know of the deceased, but she is not somebody I really talk to. She is someone I normally see. She is a bubble. I understand that she used to teach, and I know she is a pensioner because me and her walk up at the post office to pick up our pension. She always teach over the camp, but a long time me no go up at the camp. Everybody is sad about her death. That lady is quiet, and she doesn't trouble anybody or anything, added the woman. At a service in progress at the nearby New Testament Church of God, the pastor during prayers called on God to protect people from wicked and evil powers. Jesus, I come to you today on behalf of your children, and I pray, holy powers, that you will cover them, hide them from the witch, the wicked, and the wizard that is around. I pray you will cover your people today. Let not the wizard turn them upside down. I pray, God Almighty, for a breakthrough in the lives of your people. I thank you, God. I thank you for commanding your sun to shine even in the dark valley of the world and upon every darkness that is around us. Let your sun continue to shine through those dark valleys, the pastor prayed. DCP urges graduates to have self-respect. Saddened by what he said is a dearth of honorable people in Jamaica today, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey is hoping a batch of the 12 male graduates from his alma mater have the self-respect needed to be good men. There is a get-rich syndrome that is permeating the entire society, and if it means that they have to remove you out of their way and trample you under the feet, that is how they are going to do it. Honorable people are very hard to find in this society. It begins with self-respect, which is important to create your own world, he said to the boys during his keynote speech at last Saturday's graduation ceremony at Prospect College in St. Mary. Respect for self is a foundation of life. It determines the size, shape, and ultimately the stability of your life. We must lay a foundation of morality and ethics which is important to survive, he added. When I was at this school, there were some basic fundamental values instilled in us by our teachers. I used to clean the classroom, spread my bed, and clean the barracks that I stayed. So I ask that you graduates go out in the world and present your school and yourself well. We need to get back to those core values where we teach our children to respect themselves and each other, as this is very important if you want to survive as an individual, he said. Bailey said that while speaking with a member of the graduating class, it became evident that the change needed to be self-respecting individuals who will have positive impact have taken place within the cohort during their 3 years at the school. He urged that they stay clear of bad influences as they move forward. The boys need to clad in yellow and blue uniform, listened keenly before cadet captain and member of the graduating class, Shamar Fisher, gave the vote of thanks. He told Bailey that his speech has resonated with him and his schoolmates. I feel very proud to be here today to listen to your speech, and so are the graduates. We listen as you spoke to us about self-respect and how we should use it to guide ourselves through life. I also feel good to know that you came to this school and you are now a Deputy Commissioner of Police. This shows me that I too can achieve great things, said Fisher, who was also given an award for his stellar academic performance within his batch. With the school's help, all 12 graduates have passports, bank accounts, summer job, and have been accepted to tertiary institutions. Member of Parliament for St. Anne's Southwestern, Crystal Lee, urged them to make the most of the head start they have been given. We are going through very tough times, and you go out there, you will continue to face challenges. Nothing good in life comes easy. We see a lot of young men who decide to go the easy way to make quick money, but it doesn't end well, and that is what creates the terror in our society, said Lee. You have been given a firm foundation here at Prospect College, a good opportunity. I want to encourage you to make the best of it and a difference in this life. You were born with a purpose, so find out what it is and work towards it by putting God first, she added. Flood Alert Project in Clarendon. The National Works Agency NWA and the Office of the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management ODPEM are undertaking a flood alert improvement project for Clarendon. This project will focus on Anal Town, and the Alley Bridge in Clarendon was announced by Director Major Projects at the NWA, Richard Mahari, at a disaster preparedness town hall meeting held in Rocky Point, Clarendon, one of a series being conducted island-wide by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. The NWA is presently partnering with the ODPEM in implementing what we call the Flood Alert System Improvement Project in Clarendon. The purpose of the project is to improve the flood alert system in an effort to protect life and property, Richard said at the July 7th event, noting that the parish of Clarendon is particularly susceptible to natural disasters with the threat of landslides in northern section of the parish and sea level rises in the south. The project seeks to mitigate flooding. The project output are the installation and replacement of flood warning signs on both locations, the installation and repair of flood guards on both locations, and the installation of flood traffic control gate at the Alley Bridge. The Alley Bridge will be outfitted with a real-time monitoring system so that we can be warned ahead of time as to the imminent danger. You may be familiar with the gate that is in the Bagwalk Gorge. The gate is closed when there is a threat of the river rising in a dangerous level. We will seek, working along with the ODPEM, to have similar control gate established at the Alley Bridge, Richard noted. The NWA embarked on a disaster mitigation project prior to the start of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season and has started its extensive drain cleaning exercise, which targets critical drains along the main road network. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.